On 106 FM, DAB and online, this is Jack FM.
I'm feeling spicy today. It's going to be a spicy show. A lot to do, right? 8:30. No, Will. Which is it? Yeah.
It's fine.
It's fine. 8:30.
Yeah.
Jack Facts It Up. We're doing it.
Are you doing it?
I'm doing it.
Okay.
We're doing the city of Oxford.
Oh.
We're going in big.
Okay.
We're going in big. If anyone lives in Oxford and wants to play, give us a call around about 8:30 and you can. 10 facts. 5 are true, 5 are untrue. We got that. Also, I forgot we were going to do this. Yesterday, all three of us signed a piece of paper.
Yeah.
It's up on eBay now.
Is it?
It's up on eBay. Starting bid is £1, right? And we're keen. I reckon we can make it up to £1.50.
I'm thinking we should have signed something more interesting and we might have got more money. Like a Jack mug.
You can't sign mugs.
Sharpie.
That's true. This'll do for now.
Yeah.
We're in. This'll do for now. All proceeds will go to charity. We don't quite know what charity yet. I'm finding out if Jack FM has a nominated charity. And if they don't, well, we'll come up with one. That's on eBay. Look for Iain Lee, Joe Somerville. Have you ever been on eBay before?
I mean, I've sold things on eBay.
Clothes, is it? Shoes?
Mainly clothes and shoes, yeah.
we will see, right? We will see. This is an experiment. This is not... We're not expecting to get hundreds of pounds. We're genuinely... I would be surprised if we got over £2.50.
Really?
I think it's just to test how many people are listening.
Yeah.
It's far more accurate than Rager. And whether people like us or not.
Yeah, I think it's a good test.
There's this person on... I keep getting attacked on Facebook. And there was some... I don't even remember what her name is. Thinks a girl power. And she posted on the Jack FM Facebook page, Iain Lee is a P. Iain Lee is a P. And she posted on my page, I'm a bigot. I don't know what I'm bigoted about. But what I like about this place is how quickly the Facebook team swoop in and take out all threats directed at me.
Do you mean like staff here?
Yeah, they don't do it. No one does it.
I think when I say we, I don't look at Facebook, but when comments are spotted, they're hidden.
Yeah. I wouldn't hide. I'd block.
Block.
I'm a big fan of the block.
Or reply.
Oh,
do you ever?
I do reply, then
Yeah.
I immediately delete it because I think, just don't get involved. I told her to shove it, but then I just don't get involved with these people. This is what they want.
Yeah.
This is what they want.
Of course.
So I'm learning Zen to ignore it. That's the plan. I guess we'll talk a little bit later on, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
See you later on.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Chows and chows. There we go. It's going to be one of those shows. No Will today. I don't think we need a producer. I think I'm going to be okay. Go and have a look on eBay. Iain Lee, Joe Somerville, Will Taylor. There is a sheet of paper that has been signed by us. All proceeds. Holy guacamole! Joe! We're up to £6. Yes! People are weird. Wowzers, that's that's a surprise. You know what? We need to play some music to celebrate. Let's play something upbeat. Here's Suede. Hang on a minute. That's not the version I wanted to play when I was being hilarious and funny. This is the version I wanted to play. For goodness sakes. Do you know what? If the show ever starts getting too slick, do tell me, won't you? This is it.
There was a little Spanish flea, a record star he thought he'd be. He heard of singers like Beatles, the chipmunks he'd seen on TV. Why not a little Spanish flea? And so he hid inside a doggy from Madrid. Arriving here in the city, still singing his sweet harmony. As brave as any flea could be, he walked around as if he owned the town, humming his pint-sized melody. with his guitar. He knew he'd be a star, and in his own hometown, how proud they'd be. Then all at once he met a man who said, I'll help you if I can. He listened first to his song, then he sang right along. For you see, he loved a little Spanish flea. You'll be the rage. I'll put you on the stage in costumes like you've never worn. Well, at a glance, he knew this was his chance. Yes, all at once a Spanish star was born. Oh, when the people heard him play, they all began to shout, "Olé!" He was the pride of the nation, a singing sensation was he. Though he was just a Spanish flea, that Spanish flea, a star was he. So what else could he be? Yeah, he was just a Spanish flea.
Iain Lee's Rude Awakening is fortified with vitamins and iron. Potentially. 106 Jack FM.
I came to dance, 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 dance. I hit the floor cause that's my plans, 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 plans. I'm wearing all my favorite brands, 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 brands. Give me some space for both my hands, 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 hands. You, cause it goes on and on and on. And it goes on and on and on. Yeah, I throw my hands up in the air sometimes, saying, ayo. Came to move, 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 move. Get out the way of me and my crew, 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 crew. I'm in the club, so I'm gonna do just what the phone came here to do. Yeah, cause it goes on and on and on. And it goes on and on and on. Yeah, I throw my hands up in the air sometimes, saying, ayo.
Iain Lee's Rude Awakening, the episodic breakfast show. It's a serial, you see. 106 Jack FM.
Good morning, dear listener. Well, something weird is happening. It was kind of a joke, right? It was kind of a joke putting up this signed bit of paper on eBay, and I don't even know where the idea came from. Yesterday someone said something, and we went, let's do that and put it on eBay. And we did it, and we said it'll be a laugh because we'll get £1.50 and we can joke about how we got £1.50 and we'll give that to charity and it'll be funny. Well, it's been up for 15 minutes. We're up to 16 of your Earth pounds. 16 of your Earth pounds. It's a signed bit of paper signed by Joe, Will, and myself. The money will go to charity. Don't quite know which charity yet. Don't worry, it'll be a good one. It's not going to be. It's not going to be Putin's. Let's save Putin or something like that. It won't be that. It'll be a decent one that we will all approve of. If you want to go and have a look at it, go into eBay, Iain Lee, Joe Somerville, type that in. It will come up. And thank you very much. £17. That's weird. Also, later on, 8:30, we're going to be playing Jack Facts It Up. Today's city is Oxford. We're going in deep. And also, what was the other thing I was going to say? Phone in and text in today are songs that mention the name of the artist. 54321 by Manfred Mann. It was the Manfreds. Glass Onion by the Beatles. Here's another clue for you all. The Walrus was Paul. And also films that mention the title of the films. We got to go back to the future. 01865 575 106, or you can text 81400. Start your text with the word Jack. 81400. Start your text with the word Jack. Iain Lee's Rude Awakening, weekdays from 7.
Iain Lee's Rude Awakening on Jack FM. It's what's known in the trade as a breakfast show, but we traded it for these magic beans.
It's weird, that story about potential refugees being put up in Oxford, and Oxford was given no warning. What warning would they need? Some human beings are going to be put in, I guess, a hotel. Some human beings, some fleeing from war and persecution, are going to be put up in a hotel. Some doctors, nurses and teachers are going to be put up in a hotel, and Oxford wasn't told about it. I don't quite get it. Ba-ba-dum-bum-bum. Good morning, Dave.
Good morning.
What have you got for us?
Films that have got their title in them.
Oh, I've got so much written on this bit of paper. Yes.
So, the Terminator. It's the Terminator.
Right. Right. Do they actually say that, or do you wind it up? Well, are you winding me up? Because I've got people in the chat winding me up.
I'm sure they say it. And then in Terminator 2, John Connor turns up to find his mum. He's like, "Oh, it's me, John Connor." And look, it's the Terminator 2.
Goodbye. I'm not having that. I will not tolerate that. Listen, I'm not going to keep giving you an update on the piece of paper on eBay. I'll tell you after 7:30 where we're going with it. It was put up as a joke. It looks like some charity is going to do quite well out of it. So films that mention the title. I'm crossing out the Terminator because I don't think they do. Songs that mention the artist. Okay, so Glass Onion by the Beatles kind of does. Here's another clue for you all. The Walrus was Paul. I'm sure there's a Beatles song where they mention the Beatles. I'm sure there is. I know John Lennon does a solo song, but that doesn't count. We've got My Name is Prince and I Am Funky by Prince. Madness by Madness. Any more? 81400. Start your text with the word Jack. Please don't phone me up today to abuse me, to do a prank call, to take the piss. I'm not in the right frame of mind to have to deal with prank callers today. So don't. Short shrift, short fuse, short legs. That's... If you're gonna phone up. Be a part of the show. Don't be the oral equivalent of one of those Muppets on Facebook. And by oral, I mean A-U-R-A-L. People think it's pronounced aural. It's not. And that confuses things. That confuses things. 01865 575 106 is the phone number. We're going to play a corner shop song. Can you guess which one? You got it wrong.
Behind movie scenes, behind the movie scene, Sabirani, she's the one that keeps the dream alive, from the morning past the evening to the end of the light. Brim full of Asher on the 45, well it's a brim full of Asher on the 45. Brim full of Asher on the 45, well it's a brim full of Asher on the 45. And dancing behind movie scenes, behind those movie screens, Asher Bosley, she's the one that keeps the dream alive, from the morning past the evening to the end of the light. Brim full of Asher on the 45, well it's a brim full of Asher on the 45. Brim full of Asher on the 45, well it's a brim full of Asher on the 45. Everybody needs a bosom for a pillow. Everybody needs a bosom. Everybody needs a bosom for a pillow. Everybody needs a bosom. Mine's on the 45. And singing, illuminate the main streets and the cinema aisles. We don't care about no government warning about that promotion of the simple life of the dams they're building. Brim full of Asher on the 45, well it's a brim full of Asher on the 45. Brim full of Asher on the 45, well it's a brim full of Asher on the 45. Everybody needs a bosom for a pillow. Everybody needs a bosom. Everybody needs a bosom for a pillow. Everybody needs a bosom. Everybody needs a bosom for a pillow. Everybody needs a bosom. Everybody needs a bosom for a pillow. Everybody needs a bosom. Everybody needs a bosom for a pillow. Everybody needs a bosom. Mine's on the 45. Brim full of Asher on the 45, well it's a brim full of Asher on the 45. Brim full of Asher on the 45, well it's a brim full of Asher on the 45. Everybody needs a bosom for a pillow. Everybody needs a bosom. Everybody needs a bosom for a pillow. Everybody needs a bosom. Everybody needs a bosom for a pillow. Everybody needs a bosom. Everybody needs a bosom for a pillow. Everybody needs a bosom. And singing and dancing and singing and dancing and singing and dancing and singing and dancing.
Here we go. Here we go.
And dancing and dancing and dancing and dancing and dancing and dancing. Mine's on the RPM.
01865 575 106. Yes, David, you're correct. If you want to chat during the show, you can. You can watch the show. We don't do it every day. I've not been feeling very well the last few days. I'm feeling a little bit, like 3% better. So I stream the show. So you can watch it and you can chat with me. I get to see your chat and I respond to it. If you go to twitch.tv/TLNA, twitch.tv/TLNA, and you can watch the show. Joe's up next with the news. I was trying to get hold of a caller, but... Oh, good morning, caller.
Morning,
Who's this?
Toby.
Hey, Toby, how can we help you on this wonderful morning?
Films with the name spoken in the film.
This is it. We've got songs where the band is mentioned in the song, and films where the film title is mentioned in the film. What you got?
Nearly every single Bond film.
What, they mention like Quantum of Solace and Live and Let Die?
I said nearly every single one, and yeah, they do sing Live and Let Die, Octopussy, Man with the Golden Gun, You Only Live Twice.
Do they actually say Octopussy?
That's her name, they call her it, don't they?
Oh, you're right. Oh my God, this is amazing. I hadn't even considered the Bond films. What about The Spy Who Loved Me?
I'm not sure on that.
Okay, we will get the results back from the laboratory. That is absolutely perfect. Thank you very much.
No problems.
There we go. So some of the Bond films. Okay, right. 8:30. We are going to play Jack Facts It Up. It's Oxford today. It's just me and you, Joe. Mm-hmm. Maybe a caller will call in and want to play with us. Now Oxford's a tough one because it's probably in the top 3 most famous places in Oxfordshire.
Yeah.
So there is a chance you may know Oxford inside out. How confident are you feeling you'll be able to tell the truths and the untruths?
Well, if no one rings in, it's just me trying to do my best.
Yeah.
Okay. I think you'll probably catch me out with some.
Okay. All right. If you get more than 5, we count that as a win.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, we have posted I don't even remember how this started. The 3 of us have signed a bit of paper and it's on eBay. How did it start?
You came out the studio yesterday and was like, sign this. I'm going to put it on eBay.
Oh really?
I don't know where it came from.
So Will and I must have said something. There must have been a conversation. So it's on eBay, and we thought it would be funny because it will go up for a week, and at the end of the week, it will be £1.50, and we go, oh, we're only worth £1.50. That's not rubbish.
Yeah.
And the money's going to go to charity, and we'll chuck in some Jack stuff. It'll be like a mug and a water bottle. That'll be it. It's up to £20.69. That's good.
How much did you put for post and package?
Oh, do you know what? I think it's like £1.50, but that was before I thought we'd put a mug in. So we're probably going to end up covering the majority of the postage and packing.
Yeah, that's good though.
It's good.
I wonder what someone will do with it.
They will either frame it, or burn it.
Yeah, or use our signatures to do naughty things.
Shoot, they're gonna forge our signatures. Unbelievable, Joe. Thank you very much indeed. 01865 575 106. Are you still there, caller? No,
yeah.
Why? I love it when that happens. Why are you still there?
I was just listening to it.
Okay, I'll give you that. I'm going to cut you off now, though.
All right.
There we go. I do like it when callers do that and they just hang around. A thing that here's a thing that we can do. And maybe it won't take today, but maybe it will. If you're going to be driving somewhere, if you're going to be somewhere where you can't hear the show for whatever reason, I am very happy to have you ring up and just loiter on the phone for the entire show. And we'll come to you every now and then, but you get to hear the show down the phone. So if anybody is going to be somewhere they can't access a radio or the app or anything like that, you can give us a call and I will allow you to stay on the phone for the entire show and listen to the show down the phone. How's about them apples?
Iain Lee's Rude Awakening on Jack FM. A slice of radio toast with just a gentle spreading of We Can't Believe It's Not Better. 106 Jack FM.
morning, dear listener. Welcome. Iain Lee's Rude Awakening every weekday from 7. Oh, remind me to tell you about the bus. I'll tell you about the bus and how if you are a local charity, you could win a very, very special prize. Jack's on the phone. Good morning, Jack.
Good morning, Lee.
Jack, wait, it's Iain. What have you got for us?
Films with titles in the name.
Yeah, go on.
The Prestige.
They mention the Prestige. What is that? I've never heard of that film.
Prestige, it's got Michael Caine, Hugh Jackman and Christian Bale.
Jeez.
Battling magicians.
Hang on a minute. There's a film about battling magicians?
It's a very good film. I won't give too much away. You should definitely watch it.
Mate, that is right up my street. Yes, please. Go on, what else?
That's the only film I can name, but part of it basically is when they reveal the trick. It's called The Prestige.
Thank you very much indeed, Jack. I'm having a film starring Michael Caine and Hugh Jackman about battling magicians. Oh, mate, I am totally up for that. Films that mention this is confusing. Should have done one day, one the other. Films that mention the title and songs that mention the band. We've got Amp Rap. We've got the JCB song by Niz Loppy, As It Was by Harry Styles. Harry, what kind of pills are you on? Apparently there's a song called Who the Flip Are Arctic Monkeys. And of course, Wannabe. They mention them all individually.
Iain Lee's Rude Awakening. Wake up and smell the cup of tea or something. 106 Jack FM.
Boom.
Iain Lee's Rude Awakening is one of your 5 a day. It's also the other 4 of your 5 a day.
Thank you.
106 Jack FM.
Robin just called in. Rocksteady Crew by Rocksteady Crew. How are all these bands that I've never heard of? I thought I knew music, but how are all these bands I never heard of? I got some great news. If you're a charity, a local charity in the Oxfordshire area, or you support a local charity, here's a great competition that you can enter, right? There's a picture of me on the back of a bus. It's a weird thing seeing a giant picture of you on the back of a bus, but it's there. Thank God it's a double-decker bus, and the picture is quite high up. That means no one can get a Sharpie or a spray can and draw me, chowing down. Although I've had several people, including David, my friends David and Scott, send me pictures of me chowing down. But it's difficult to do unless you're very, very tall or have a stepladder, right? But that picture is going to be on there for about a month. If you are a local charity, you could win the opportunity to have your local charity on the back of that bus, replacing me for a year and a year's worth of free advertising on Jack FM. How amazing is that? All you have to do, go to jackfm.co.uk, they didn't get the .com, /bus. jackfm.co.uk/bus. There's a list of charities that are already registered. If you're, in fact, let me go and have a little look at it to make sure I know exactly. jackfm.co.uk/bus. So manage. We'll allow all cookies. Brand the bus competition. Okay, so it's up there. You can apply for your charity, or you can go to vote for your favourite now. And you can click on vote now, and there's loads up there. There's Adventure Plus, At the Bus, Sant Nirankari Mission, Shine Charity Pack. There's loads up there. So go and have a look. Maybe your one is up there already, and go and have a little vote. jackfm.co.uk/bus. Strange things are happening on the internet today. Very, very strange things. I'm going to give you an update on the eBay thing. Go on eBay, look for Iain Lee, Will Taylor, Joe Somerville. See what's up. There's a bit of paper that's been signed by us. Strange things are happening. It's very, very, very peculiar. Iain Lee's Rude Awakening every weekday from 7 on Jack FM. Joe's up next with the news. So we got a bit of paper that's signed by myself, that's signed by you, and signed by the other guy that's not coming in today because you have to watch a football match last night. I don't quite understand how that works, but that's the way it goes. Money will go to charity. We don't know what the charity will be yet. It's at £31.
Wow.
That's crazy.
I thought it might hit a tenner by Friday.
I genuinely thought £1.50. You thought a tenner. We're at £31. There's 6 days and 22 hours left.
I hope you've been really honest with the listing and people know they are just getting a bit of paper with some scribbles on it.
I think I have.
Like, you know when people try and really ham it up sometimes?
I've written Iain Lee, Joe Somerville and Will Taylor signed paper Jack FM. A unique niece of history. I put niece instead of piece.
We know what you mean.
And you can't change it. A unique niece. I'm terrible. I type really fast, so I'm constantly getting stuff wrong.
It's okay.
Doesn't matter, does it?
You're human.
A unique niece of history by the hosts of the Iain Lee Rude Awakening show. So I've called you a host.
Yeah.
That goes out from weekdays from 7. All profits go to charity. We will also chuck in some stuff we find in the Jack office. That's great because that's nice and vague.
Yes.
That could be anything.
Could be a pen.
Yeah, it could be something off of Hamish's desk.
A used battery.
Yeah, there's a load of old toot out there, and I'm very, very happy to send that off. 8:30, Jack fact it up. I find it quite hard to do the show today. I've not got the in my heart.
Maybe it's because Will's not here. You say you don't need him, but...
Everybody needs a Will in their life. I don't know, maybe we'll see. 8:30, Jack facts it up. I've got 10 statements about Oxford. We're doing Oxford today. 5 are true, 5 are untrue. You're looking a little bit... You're looking a bit smug there. Smug is the word.
I should do all right on this. So it depends how well you've done your research.
I've done my research very well. I sat and Googled some stuff for 5 minutes before the show.
There we go.
Joe, thank you very much. I'll see you in here after 8:30. If you want to play at home, of course you can play at home. If you live in Oxford... And we could put the dirty teeth down in the prize. If you live in Oxford, then please give us a call, 01865 575 106. You can play along against Joe, all right? And we'll see who wins. You will be representing Oxford itself. Iain Lee's Rude Awakening, weekdays from 7, Jack FM.
Iain Lee's Rude. Oh, sorry. Iain Lee's Rude Awakening, 106 Jack FM. Iain Lee's Rude Awakening on Jack FM. If this doesn't wake you up, we can't help you. Rude Awakening. I'm fascinated by people who are sexually attracted to and who sometimes marry things that are not human. I don't mean, I mean like inanimate objects. That's what I mean. Every now and then you'll get a story about someone trying to make love. There are children listening in the car to like a phone box or a pillar box. And do you remember we had on the woman who married a pirate ghost? That was me scratching my jacket. Hang on. That's that. The woman who married a pirate ghost. And these people fascinate me, right? Because they have chosen an alternative lifestyle. And I'm a big fan of alternative lifestyles. I got a great story. Oh, look at that Freudian slip. Straight. Look at that. The heteronormative world. I have a great story about a woman who married something that perhaps you wouldn't think married. And I'll tell you after this. Iain Lee's Rude Awakening on Jack FM. Plenty of waffle, but very little syrup.
Do you know what I want to get in the studio one day? Couple of things. When we first started, I was asking for an old person to come in and sit in one day just to verify everything I say. Because Will is 22, Joe I think is 33 or 34. These are youngsters, right? I'm nearly 50, and I say stuff and they go, what? That never happened, you're a liar. So I would love an old woman or an old man, 60 plus, to sit in the corner of the room, and every time I say something, they go, "Yeah, that's real. That happened. In fact, it was worse than he was saying." I would appreciate that, and I would like that a lot. Also, I want to get... Can we get, like some Indian musicians in one day? Bit of tabla, bit of sitar, and they can play the musical beds live. How's about that, yeah? And I'm also thinking... Here's the thing, I'm thinking of doing this thing, right? But I don't know if anybody would want to do it, so I don't want to throw it out and no one responds, although that happens quite a lot. I want to have an open morning here on The Breakfast Show where anyone is allowed to rock up and come and sit in the studio with me, Will and Joe. Maybe we have to wait a little bit longer until we've got more listeners. The listeners are going up, by the way. Thanks very much indeed. And I'm tempted to do it. My fear would be... It's partly why I don't throw parties. I've only ever had one birthday party when I was 8, right? And it's partly because I'm worried no one will come, and that would be embarrassing. Also because the thought of having to keep a conversation going and worrying that people were being bored, that would alarm me quite a lot. Quite a lot. But maybe it's something... Would you be interested in that? One morning, between 7 and 10, we have an open day. You can come in, you sit in the studio, you're part of the show, you're an audience, and you take part in the show. Would that be something? I mentioned it to Will yesterday, and he absolutely cacked himself. Well, they're going to come in. Why would you want to do that? Because it's fun, that's why. Doing a list of one thought per link. Films that mention the title of the film and songs that mention the artist. We'll do that in a bit because I did talk about this story in the paper. Woman who married Ragdoll says relationship is hanging on a thread after he cheated. Now, I'm always careful with these stories because it's funny, right? That's a funny story. I'm always slightly nervous that there may be some mental illness. I can't watch The X Factor or any of those programs. As someone said, the David Walliams stuff that was breaking last week seems to have gone away, but someone obviously has it in for him. He was swearing about some of the contestants, and someone went, I've never been able to watch this show as it's mentally ill people trying to entertain multimillionaires, and I get that. So I don't know where we are with this woman. Is it a bit of fun, or is there, something not quite right? A woman who claims to have married a ragdoll says their relationship is now hanging by a thread 1 year on and has accused her handmaid husband of cheating on her. Marivoni Rocha Morales, 37, was all set to celebrate her 1 year anniversary with ragdoll Marcello, but was left brokenhearted after a friend... Whoa. Hadn't read this sentence. After a friend saw him sneaking into a motel with another woman. Oh my God. Marivoni had previously made headlines after opening up about her whirlwind romance with Marcello, who her mother made for her after listening to her complaints about life as a single person who had no one to dance with. On December the 18th, 2021, the smitten couple tied the knot in a wedding ceremony attended by 250 guests. And it wasn't long before they welcomed their doll baby, Marcelinho, into the world in a home birth. Yep, she's holding a picture of a doll baby. Marivoni from Brazil claims she and Marcello are now sleeping in separate rooms after she discovered he'd been cheating on her with another woman. Is it a real woman or is it a dolly woman? She's now opened up about their stringy romance. Devastated Marivoni said, I found out, I won't do the accent, I found out through a friend who told me that she saw Marcello entering a motel with another woman while I was hospitalized for 3 nights. With our son, who had a virus. The son is a dolly. At first I thought she was lying, but then I started looking through his phone and I saw the conversations, which made me sure he was cheating. He kept denying everything and said he loves me very much, as well as asking for forgiveness and crying a lot. The argument was ugly and scared our son, who was crying, so I shouted, "Do you see what you've done?" I've asked him who the woman was and didn't respond. Holy guacamole, I got to find this woman on Twitter. If you live in Oxford, give me a call now. We need you for a game. If you live in Oxford, 01 865 575 106.
Brother Bellas in the back, sweet singers in the front, cruising down the freeway in the hot, hot sun. Suddenly red blue lights, flash us from behind. Loud voice booming, please step out onto the line. Ballet bridge words of comfort, Cena just hides her eyes. Policeman taps the shades, is that a Chevy 69? How bizarre. How bizarre, how bizarre. Destination unknown as we're pulling for some gas. Officially placed a poster, reveals a smile from the pack. Elephants and acrobats, lion, snakes, monkey. Bella speaks righteous, Sister Cena says funky. How bizarre. How bizarre, how bizarre.
Ooh baby, it's making me crazy. It's making me crazy. Every time I look around. Every time I look around.
Every time I look around.
Every time I look around, it's in my face.
Ringmaster stiffs up, says the elephants left town. People jump and jive and the clowns are stuck around. TV news and cameras, there's choppers in the sky. Marines, police, reporters ask where, for and why. Bella yells, we're out of here. Cena says right on. Making moves and starting grooves before they knew we were gone. Jumped into the Chevy, headed for big lights. Wanna know the rest? Hey, by the rights. How bizarre. How bizarre, how bizarre.
Ooh baby, it's making me crazy. It's making me crazy. Every time I look around. Every time I look around.
Every time I look around.
Every time I look around, it's in my face. It's in my face. Ooh baby, it's making me crazy. It's making me crazy. Every time I look around. Every time I look around.
Every time I look around.
Every time I look around, it's in my face. Ooh baby, it's making me crazy. It's making me crazy. Every time I look around. Every time I look around. Every time I look around, it's in my face.
Let's do it, Joe. Do you want to come in? Let's play Jack Facts It Up. We pick a local village, town, city within Oxfordshire, and we ask questions about them. If anyone wants to play, if you live in Oxford, 01865 575 106. Today's music is the Oxford Philharmonic Orchestra playing some Haydn. I think you pronounce it Haydn. Is it Haydn?
I have no idea.
I think it's Haydn. It's spelt Haydn, but I think you pronounce it Haydn.
Wow.
Good, isn't it?
Where is that?
Look at that dude's hair. I don't know. It's
Is it in Oxford?
It's being conducted by Marios Papadopoulos.
Great name.
I love Papadopoulos. My boys discovered the name Papadopoulos the other day. It's the Sheldonian Theatre. I don't know.
Yes,
Is that in Oxford? There we go. Couldn't get much more local than that. All right, fine. I once had to do an evening of an orchestra. It wasn't the it might have been the London Philharmonic. So it's a proper orchestra, and they were playing video game music. Right, it was at the Royal Festival Hall, and I had to stand up there and introduce each song. Right, and it was an amazing experience.
Yeah.
Never call an orchestra a band.
Right. How dare you?
They do not like it. I said, this is one hell of a band. And the vibe changed. No one spoke to me afterwards.
Death stares.
Yeah, never call an orchestra a band. Right. It's just you and me, kid. So let's see what we've got. 10. Let me... Oh, I can keep score on the Wi-Fi password bit of paper. So let's see how many you get. If you get 5 or more, it's a win.
I win. Okay.
So if you get 5 or more, it's a win. Okay. Let's put down Joe so I know what I'm doing. Right. First, here we go. Let's go in hard and heavy. First one, true or false?
Yeah.
Oxford University is very old. True or false?
True.
You got it right. It's 1 point. Well done. You got it right.
That's a stupid question to start with.
I think it's a sensible question. You might not. Will wouldn't have known it. Okay. In 1887... wild boar were released into Oxford, not the town, but the surrounding areas, to build up the wild boar population that have been decimated by hunting.
Oh, that's
a lot of eye contact going on here.
Yeah. I think you've made that one up.
Absolutely correct. I made that. It does happen, though. They do it in places.
I couldn't imagine it in the city of Oxford, though.
Right, okay. All right. Paul McCartney previewed Hey Jude in Oxford pub, the Oakley Arms. So on his way home from something, stopped off for a drink. There was a piano there. He played the new Beatles song Hey Jude.
Where's the Oakley Arms? Do you know?
It's in Oxford.
Oh. I was hoping you'd say a pub I've heard of, and I've not heard of that, so I'm going to guess false.
Oh, Jesus, what is going on with you? It was the Oakley Arms, but it was in Bedford.
Not in Oxford,
It was in Bedford. Okay, this is 3.
3 out of 3.
3 out of 3. Okay. Okay, so at Corpus Christi, right, it's one of the colleges, they have this thing called the tortoise race. Tortoise. And what they do is they have a lettuce, like in the middle.
Yeah.
And they release the tortoises, and they all have to, let's say, run. The first tortoise that nibbles on the lettuce is the winner.
And they do this for, annually?
For S's and giggles. Let's say annually. They do it annually.
I feel like that's the kind of fun that Corpus Christi students would have.
You going?
You know?
True. Flipping heck, Joe! What is going on? If you get a 10 out of 10, this will be unprecedented. Residents of Oxford are called Oxfordians. An easy one.
True.
They're Oxonians.
Oh,
yeah, I got one.
Oh, that sounded true.
It did sound true, didn't it? Oxonians doesn't sound right, but according to the internet, it is. Oh! Oxford used to have its own time. And the time was 5 minutes and 2 seconds behind Greenwich Mean Time. Oxford used to have its own time, and the time was 5 minutes and 2 seconds behind Greenwich Mean Time.
I can't think of any good reason for that, so I'm going to say false.
It's true.
Is it?
It's true. Time was not formalised in this country until the trains came along, and they have to have consistency. So each town had its own time. That's nuts, right? But that's true.
Okay.
That's absolutely true.
Right.
Okay. Oh, penny throwing from the Lincoln Tower every year. They do a penny scramble and kids have to collect the coins.
The Lincoln Tower?
Yeah.
What's that?
I think it's in one of the colleges. I think
there's a Lincoln College.
Yeah. Well, is that then, isn't it?
I don't think they do that. That sounds dangerous.
Yeah, they do it. Right. That's
They
good.
do it?
They do it. Did you ever used to do that at school? Where someone would go, scramble! And one end of the school would just chuck pennies in the playground. Did you have that?
I don't think so. I don't think anyone would run for pennies.
Oh, well, in the 70s, pennies were like, whoa! We'd run for halfpennies. Yeah, that's right. We had halfpennies. Okay, all right. So it's 4-3. Okay, all right. It is legal to shoot a Scotsman with a bow and arrow. one of those old, those old laws from like 1262.
In Oxford.
Within the Oxford, what would have been the town walls, yes. It is legal to shoot a Scotsman with a bow and arrow.
No, absolutely not.
You are correct, it's false. I think it is legal I think it's York where it's still legal. You know those old laws but I think in York you can shoot a Scotsman with a bow and arrow. Every year, students at Merton College. What's great about this one is there's loads of colleges, so you can just make stuff up about or do true stuff about students because they're nuts. They're all high on crack cocaine.
Not
and
Oxford students.
Come on, they're the worst.
They're too busy to be getting.
They're on those little silver canisters. You seen those little canisters?
Yeah.
That's a tough one to answer when the kids go, what's that? Students at Merton College every year link arms and walk backwards for an hour. A lot of eye contact. I'm enjoying this. This is a real battle.
Can I have any more context to it?
No.
Every year?
Every year they link arms and walk backwards for an hour.
That one sounds just as bizarre as the tortoise race, so... Nah, false.
It's true! It's true!
Why? Why do they do that?
Oh, because they're idiots. Students are idiots, even though I can say that because I was one. Okay, what have we got? We've not 5. Oh, we've got one more left. And we've done that one. You've not been marking them off.
I've
not been. I should have marked them off. You're absolutely right. Here we go. You can't walk on the grass at Corpus Christi, but shepherds can graze sheep. Again, another one of those old laws from like the 1200s.
Yeah.
You cannot walk on the grass at Corpus Christi, but shepherds can graze their sheep.
Yeah, go on, that's real.
It's false! 5-all!
Oh, so I win still?
Oh, I did say if you got 5, didn't I?
Yeah.
Balls.
I started off so well.
Congratulations. Well, the first one was Oxford University is very, very old. So that was...
Congratulations to you, though, for thinking outside the box with some of those.
Thank you very much indeed.
Tricked me.
It's going to be Will's turn. By the way, if anyone is listening... and you want to be the questioner, I am so up for that. If you want to get 10 statements, 5 true, 5 untrue, and you want to phone up and play with us, we do about 8:30, but if you phone at any time and book a slot, I'd be very happy for that.
Great idea.
I suspect some of the listeners are a bit sneaky.
Right.
And they're going to do their best to catch us up.
Mm-hmm.
Joe, thank you very much indeed. Thank you to the Oxford Philharmonic Orchestra. You can leave now. Oh, from that to Sum 41. Wow.
Iain Lee's Rude Awakening is fortified with vitamins and iron. Potentially. 106 Jack FM.
The faster we're falling, we're stopping and stalling, we're running in circles again. Just as things were looking up, you said it wasn't good enough, but still we're trying one more time. Maybe we're just trying too hard, when really it's closer than it is too far. 'Cause I'm in too deep and I'm trying to keep up above in my head instead of going under. 'Cause I'm in too deep and I'm trying to keep up above in my head instead of going under. Instead of going under. Seems like each time I'm with you I lose my mind because I'm bending over backwards to relate. It's one thing to complain, but when you're driving me insane, well then I think it's time that we took a break. Maybe we're just trying too hard, when really it's closer than it is too far. 'Cause I'm in too deep and I'm trying to keep up above in my head instead of going under. 'Cause I'm in too deep and I'm trying to keep up above in my head instead of going under. Instead of going under. Instead of going under. I can't sit back and wonder why it took so long for this to die. I hate it when you fake it. You can't hide it, you might as well embrace it. So believe me, it's not easy. It seems that something's telling me I'm in too deep, and I'm trying to keep up above in my head instead of going under. 'Cause I'm in too deep, and I'm trying to keep up above in my head instead of going under. Instead of going under. Instead of going under again. Instead of going under. Instead of going under again. Instead of going under again.
There's a movement growing, partly started by the wonderful Mark Lewison, and I fully back this, to make November the 16th Fab Day, Beatles Day. So use the hashtag Nov16 Fab Day. Post Beatles pictures, Beatles stories, anything like that. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing to do. I think it's the day that the
Iain
Beatles...
Lee's
Whoa!
Rude Awakening.
Where you going?
The episodic breakfast show.
You stop there. I think it's the day the Beatles met up with George Harrison, and I think it's something we should celebrate, something we should embrace, something we should be very, very proud of. So go on Twitter, hashtag Nov, as in N-O-V, 16 Fab Day. Go and post some pictures, and if you've... Hey, man, if you've ever met the Beatles... Oh! I met Ringo. I got to interview Ringo once, and I was so nervous, and he walked in, and he pointed at me and went, I know who you are. Because I've been on This Morning that morning, and he'd obviously been watching me on it. If you've ever met the Beatles, can you give me a call? 01865 575 106. I want to hear your Beatles stories. I'll do it slowly because you're possibly quite old. 01865 575 106. This is Iain Lee's Rude Awakening, weekdays from 7 on Jack.
Iain Lee's Rude Awakening on Jack FM. It's what's known in the trade as a breakfast show, but we traded it for these magic beans.
Breaking my back just to know your name. 17 tracks and I've had it with this game.
such a busy show this morning. So busy. I got an idea for something to do on the Facebook page. There's a Jack FM Facebook page, right? Go and find it. Sign up to it. There are still people 4 months into this who go on there and well, one wished I'd been run over by a bus. So go in there and deluge. Go in there and deluge. Jeez. Why do I start saying words that I don't know how to finish? Go in there and deluge the page with support for this show. That would be great. Part of me thinks I should do, I don't know if this will be helpful or not, do like a little, in the middle of each week, or a beginning of each week, just do a little video, like a little 60-second video welcoming people, inviting them in, inviting back the people who left when I joined. I think it might be worth addressing them. Can't do it on the radio because obviously they're not listening, but it might be worth doing a video. I don't know if Mr. Steve is listening. Like a little video beginning of each week, and the first one is saying to the people, look, I know you didn't like me when I joined, right, because I was so different to Trev, who is brilliant and who you have had for the last 15 years, right? One of the things you learn in radio quite quickly is you're not going to be in a slot forever. However good you are, however loyal the listeners are, you ain't going to be in that slot forever. And when you lose a slot, and I'm not talking about Trev because he was very gracious, talking about there are other people, when you lose a slot, you got to be gracious about it. I've lost slots. When I was younger, I might have kicked off. The last two, I've shook the hand of the boss and said, thanks very much. Or sent them an email saying, thanks very much for the opportunity. I'm not in any way dissing Trev. He was very, very gracious about the thing, right? So I get it. I get it. But I do think the show has kind of settled into a groove that it wasn't in 4 months ago. There's more music. I think it's less shouty. So there's got to be a way I can address those people. So maybe you could go and post on the Facebook page and let them know. I don't know. But I wonder if it's worth me just doing a little video saying, hey guys, I know some of you left. Would you consider coming back for a week? Just trying it for a week and seeing if you can dig it now that it's, it's less excitable. I kind of, there's a lot more music. The chat, I don't know. Maybe we'll do that. I think that might be a thing worth doing. Because I want to get as many listeners to this show as possible. Whenever you start a new slot, you always lose listeners. You have 3, maybe 6 months where the listeners go down, then hopefully you rebuild it. So maybe that's a thing to do. And you can help, dear listener. Tell people about the show. Share it with your friends. Share it on the social media. Download the Jack FM app and listen to it on that. Or even just have it running when you're in the shower. You don't have to be listening. Just having it running helps. Retune your car radios if you're in Oxfordshire to 106 FM or to Jack FM on the DAB. Have jackfm.co.uk logged as one of your favourites. Have a little favourites thing. They're always a helping the show and always a helping me. 01865 575 106 after the news with Joe. Songs that mention the band or the artist and films that mention the title of the films. Iain Lee's Rude Awakening, weekdays from 7 on Jack. Bone marrows.
It's like sort of fake bone marrow in a Petri dish kind of situation.
Yeah, but is it? I think the plural of bone marrow is bone marrow, isn't it?
Did I say marrows?
You said marrows. I don't. First of all, of course, that you think.
I did.
I don't know. Is that right?
Maybe.
Bone marrow. Oh, I need to donate.
I don't know.
A person has bone marrow. Would 2 people have bone marrows? It's making my head hurt, Mummy. You don't know. You Googled it and you
no, I was actually just like bone trying marrows. To work it out in my head.
Bone marrow.
Bone marrow's in a dish. Maybe. I don't know.
God damn it! I need some bone marrow. You and you, give me yours. What's a marrow?
As in As in your body, or as in, like, you can eat a marrow, can't you?
Yeah, you can, but do you know what?
Is that a vegetable?
I think it is. I can't remember what a marrow is.
I'm just going to Google that as well.
Marrows, I seem to remember being very big in the 70s. What? Tell me what a marrow is, please.
It is a veg.
Right. What does it look like?
The mature fruit of a certain Cucurbita pepo cultivar.
Cucur would imply a cucumber relative.
It's a relative of the courgette or zucchini.
Oh, is it like
a really big one?
A big fat courgette?
Yeah.
Whoa. You don't get...
I've never cooked one.
No, I cannot remember the last time I said the word marrow, the last time I saw a marrow, or even the last time I ate a marrow. Joe, you're in a house. It's on fire.
Yeah.
There's a puppy, there's a kitten, you can only save one. Which one?
Kitten.
No, for the kitten. All right, you're in a house. It's on fire. 2 puppies, 1 kitten. You can save the 2 puppies or you can save the 1 kitten.
The 2 puppies.
Okay, supposing the kitten grew up to be a brain surgeon that solved...
But I wouldn't know that when it was a kitten.
Okay, so okay, all right. You're in a house. There's 100 puppies.
Yeah.
100 kittens.
Yeah.
And there's a baby.
Oh, tough.
Is it? Oh my God! No! Is it tough?
Okay, obviously the baby. But I think I take it back, actually, because cats, as much... I'm a cat lady.
Yep.
But I appreciate that dogs can do better in the world. You don't get sniffer cats. And you don't get cats that help people put on their shoes and, all sorts of things.
I know about sniffer dogs. Do dogs help people put their shoes on?
You can get assistance dogs for people with disabilities that help you put your shoes and socks on, or... Well, maybe not put them on, actually. Maybe take them off.
Right.
Because I don't think they can do laces.
God, I would love a dog to just grab the end of my sock and tug.
They can. I've seen a dog... Yes, absolutely.
Well, I'm going to YouTube that in a bit. Have you seen the assistance ponies?
No.
This sounds made up, right? And you Google it.
Who would they help?
I think it's blind people.
Okay.
But they're tiny.
Yeah.
They're like really small dogs. And you can take them on air. Google assistance pony now. Honestly, it's the coolest thing. I remember seeing a picture of an assistance pony on an aeroplane. You got it?
Guide horse.
Guide horse. Okay.
Is that what we're talking about?
Guide horse.
Oh my God, it's so cute.
Isn't it though?
It's like knee height.
It's tiny. I would love a guide horse.
Oh, it's like guide dogs.
For
they help
blind
people with sight issues.
What I would do whenever I see a big dog, I want to strap like a dolly on the back and a seat so it looks like it's riding. I would do that. So guide horse.
Yeah.
Isn't that wonderful? Mm-hmm. You ever get nervous when you're at the airport and the sniffer dog comes round?
No.
Why?
I've never carried anything I shouldn't into the airport.
Come on.
No, I haven't.
Okay.
Why? Do you?
What?
Do you get nervous?
I do get nervous because I have a history of drug abuse and also carrying Semtex with me. So I get very nervous when I had a friend, right? They went with their partner, no names, no pack drill, to quite a strict country. It might have been like an Arab country, or it was a country where they're very, very strict on drugs.
Right.
The sniffer dog came out. Sniffed one guy, nothing. Sniffed another guy, nothing. Sniffed my friend, nothing. Sniffed my friend's partner. There was something there, right? Yeah. And so he got carted off, was sat in a room. It may have been Morocco or something. You don't want to be in a Moroccan prison. And there for about 3 or 4 hours. And then they let him go. And what it was is some of his money had been used to take drugs. Not by him, but the money had drugs residue on it.
Yeah.
Traces of drug. And of course, he touched it. So there was traces of drug on his hand.
How scary, though.
Isn't that terrifying? Have you ever been pulled aside in an airport?
Only because I accidentally left some liquids in my hand luggage.
Oh, okay. And they said, what's this all about?
Yeah.
I hate it when that happens.
But I hadn't actually done anything illegal.
When I went to New York once on my own, because I like New York, been there a couple of times on my own. And about 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 years before that, I'd worked in Pakistan for about 3 months. Sometime after, so hang on, 24. So just before 9/11, I'd worked in Pakistan for 3 months, right? So I got to New York and they went, what's this? What's this? I went, I'm always terrified at American because they've all
They
got
make you
guns.
feel bad.
Oh, don't they? Never make a joke with them. Never make a joke with them. It goes down badly. It was this. I said, I worked in Pakistan for 3 months. Doing what? I was working on a movie. Right. Come this way, sir. And I got taken into the room. And I was sat next to all of these very dodgy gentlemen with big moustaches. Right. and I was cacking myself.
Yeah.
And I got pulled in. I was there for about 3 hours. I got pulled in. I was questioned. And I had to... Yeah, we had the internet, so I had to Google the film that I've been working on and show it to them. And
You just wanted to start your holiday.
I just wanted to start my holiday, not do that.
What did they think you were? A spy?
They thought I'd been at a Pakistani training camp for terrorists.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, they thought I'd been at an actual... I can't think of anything worse than going to a Pakistani training camp. Or any training camp. 3 months training in bombs. It's not a fun topic to talk about. Let's move on. Joe, thank you very much indeed.
Iain Lee's Rude Awakening is here. All other breakfast shows are toast. 106 Jack FM.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here, you can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space. With the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Here come bad news, talking this and that. Well, give me all you got and don't hold it back. Well, I should probably warn you, I'll be just fine. No offense to you, don't waste your time. Here's why. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Bring me down, can't none bring me down. Your love is too high. Bring me down, can't none bring me down. I said, bring me down, can't none bring me down. Your love is too high. Bring me down, can't none bring me down. I said, clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Bring me down, can't none bring me down. Your love is too high. Bring me down, can't none bring me down. I said, clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Clap along.
Joe has found the charity that this silly little bit of signed paper will go towards. She can tell us what it is. after we've had a little bit of trad. How's about them apples?
Iain Lee's Rude Awakening. Wake up and smell the cup of tea or something. 106 Jack FM.
To the arena. First comes Mowgli with the 50 cow.
Oh, I've lost my Gurney Slade bed. I need to add Gurney Slade again. Deary me. Morning, dear listener. Iain Lee's Rude Awakening, weekdays from 7 on Jack FM, 7 until 10. That's the time we go. You can call in about anything. We've done some phone-ins today, but you can call in any time about anything you want. Let's see what Fiona wants. Good morning, Fiona.
Morning, Iain.
How may I be of assistance to you this morning?
Bands that mention their names in songs?
Yes, please. Let me just quickly go through the list that we have so far. My Name is Prince, by Prince. Madness, by Madness. As It Was, by Harry Styles. Ant Rap. And I've written the Rock Steady Crew. That's what I've written, dear God. What have you got, Fiona?
Destiny's Child at the start of Bootylicious mention all three girls' names.
Do they really?
They say Beyonce, Michelle,
they do.
and Kelly.
Bootylicious. There's a title for a song, isn't there? Bootylicious. Anything else, Fiona?
Take That and Party. They sing Take That and Party.
Of course they do. Come on, take that and party. Wow. That was when, do you remember when Take That, they started, and I don't mean this in a derogatory way, they were built to appeal to gay men. You remember there was a lot of kind of top... What was the video where they're wrestling in jelly?
Do what you like. Do what you like.
And they're all like in their pants and they're just wrestling in jelly, right? And this is not me in any way being offensive. They genuinely, that was what they were marketed towards at the start. They would play a lot of gay clubs, a lot of top, 5 good-looking young men.
They end up, at the end of Do What You Like, they end up in the skirts with a model mopping their bottoms.
Oh, do you know what I was thinking of? This is slightly different, but more hetero. Do you remember, like, in the late 90s, Fiona, like, you have magazines like Zoo and Nuts and FHM, all these magazines that were basically... They were just soft porn, not even that soft in some cases, and it became. I remember I worked at LBC when those magazines were around, and they'd just be lying around the office, and a lot of people, I'm sure a lot of women didn't, but a lot of people went, oh yeah, it's because it's a glossy magazine, because it's FHM, it's okay to have top 100 fittest birds or whatever it was. Do you remember that era?
Yes, that was when Gail Porter had her nudie bottom on the Houses of Parliament.
That is right, Gail Porter. I don't think she was behind that. If I remember correctly, Gail Porter.
She wasn't.
She wasn't. I think it was FHM. I'm not sure. They projected her naked on the Houses of Parliament or Big Ben or whatever it was, and they hadn't asked her if it was okay to do. The 90s and the early 2000s, and I probably, if you go back in my back catalogue, I probably played part of it. They were weird, right?
Yeah, that's just when I was having my baby, so yeah, they were weird.
Okay. Fiona, nice to talk to you. Thank you very much indeed. Strange stuff. I just think about the other day. It was Nuts and Zoo. It was just normal to have them lying around in the office. We've done something very silly. We've put up on eBay a piece of paper that is signed by myself, that is signed by Joe, that is signed by Will, right? And we did it for a laugh. We thought we'd get £1.70. Joe thought it might hit a tenner. At the moment, let me have a little look. We're at 31 quid, which is ridiculous. Hey, listen, it ain't life-changing, but the money's going to go to a charity. Joe's going to tell us what the charity is after the news. And it's very, very silly. If you want to bid on it, look for Iain Lee, Joe, Will, Jack FM on eBay. Go and have a look. We'll chuck in a load of old... We may have... Listen, there's 6 days to go. £31 may be the limit. It's already about 30 times more than I thought we were going to get.
Iain Lee's Rude Awakening is one of your 5 a day. It's also the other 4 of your 5 a day. 106 Jack FM.
This song has reminded me of a song that we don't play on this station and we should. Play it after the news. I've been reminded of a great song that we don't play, but we will after the news with Joe. I'll tell you what's behind the biggest increase in 12 years of Tory government and Liz Truss in particular. Right, okay. So we have done this silly thing that we thought would be a joke, and it's still a bit of a joke. We've signed a bit of paper, me, Joe and Will. Have you ever signed an autograph before?
I have, actually.
Really? Go on, when?
Years ago at a different station I worked at when we did like a party in the park thing, and I came off stage and someone asked for my
It's
autograph.
weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you get, because you don't get asked, I don't get asked for autographs now, it's selfies. It's always selfies. Do you get selfies? Can I have a selfie with Joe? Can I have a selfie?
I don't think anyone has, no.
Oh. If you see Joe out and about, ask for a selfie.
Oh, don't.
Okay, if you see Joe out and about, don't ask for a selfie. I owe you a huge apology.
Okay.
Bone marrows is correct.
Apparently.
Doesn't feel right.
No, this was just the top result on Google. I didn't dig deeper.
Okay. So we've got this signed bit of paper, signed by me, signed by you, signed by Will, and I put a picture online. And a lot of people have said, can you teach Will how to sign? Because he's just gone, He's just done a script. I think he actually made that noise as he did it. So we put it up on eBay. I will check the price in a moment to see what it's going for. There's a week to go. I thought £1.50. Joe thought £10. We've gone beyond that. You have chosen a charity that the money is going to go towards.
Yeah, because we were talking earlier about assistance ponies.
Yes, we were.
And assistance dogs.
We're going to buy an assistance pony for the station.
Yeah, to help us with...
just like... you know the game we play when no one's in the office where Will sits in a chair and I push him really fast into a glass wall?
Yeah, the pony's going to do it.
The pony's going to do it.
I'm not sure that's what they're for.
Okay.
So it reminded me of a charity that's local in Banbury.
Yes.
Called Dogs for Good.
Okay, so any money we make is going to go to Dogs for Good, and I've put that in the eBay thing. Let's see. We're at £36.
That's amazing.
Listen, it's not life-changing, but 36 quid is better than a poke in the eye with a sharp stick.
Do you know what? I'm gonna contact the charity.
Yeah.
And find out what certain amounts of money would buy.
There we go.
Like how much to train a dog.
There we go. Let's do that. This has suddenly become a thing. It was meant to be a joke, but it's become a thing. If you want to go and bid on it, it's a signed bit of paper. We post it to you. I think that's how eBay works. It's not how Depop works. Oh, I had terrible trouble on Depop.
Did you?
But first purchase, a couple of weeks ago, I bought a jacket.
Terrible trouble.
I don't
know why, it just sounds like something my nan would say.
I did myself a mischief. So I bought a jacket and there was an obvious tear in it. So I said to the woman, can I get a refund? She goes, do you want some money off? I said no. I'll tell you why I said no. It didn't fit. It was too small. So this tear was handy.
Yeah.
So what you do is you package it and you send it back, and you take a picture of the packaging and a picture of the tracking, and you send that to Depop, right? So I did that, and then a week later, I went, where's my blooming refund? So I got in touch and said, it's the tracking number shows it's still waiting to be collected. And I looked, and it was they tried to deliver it, but they didn't. The lady hadn't collected it. So I messaged her saying, are you able to collect that so I can get my refund? She went, yeah, I'll try and do it next week. And I wrote back going, I was kind of hoping for a little bit quicker than that. Okay.
So she's lost money because she's got to pay to drive to wherever it is and pick it up and give you your money back. Is that it?
Well, first of all, she's not lost money on the product because that money that money doesn't exist.
Okay.
I paid it. She gives it back. That's zero.
Yeah.
But yeah, she has to go to the post office to collect it because she wasn't in when they tried. Why is it? Are you saying this is my fault?
No.
I had to go to the post office. Why? Why?
Wow, don't get angry at me. I didn't send you a ripped jacket.
Why do you feel sorry for her?
Well, because it's expensive for petrol these days.
I had to drive to the post office to send it.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway, I emailed Depop about 20 times. Where's my money? Well, we'll wait and see. Then finally, after about 10 days, I got my money back.
Okay.
So I left her a bad review, and then I blocked her.
Oh.
I was going to leave a 1 star. I left 3 stars saying product was damaged, slow to refund.
Out of 5?
Yeah.
That's not bad then.
That's not bad, but she had a 100% 5-star record. She ain't got it no more. Joe, thank you very much indeed. Always lovely to chat. Always lovely to chat about revenge on selling sites. My favourite thing.
Iain Lee's Rude Awakening on Jack FM. A slice of radio toast with just a gentle spreading of We Can't Believe It's Not Better. 106 Jack FM. Iain Lee's Rude. Oh, sorry. Iain Lee's Rude Awakening. 106 Jack FM.
Today is gonna be the day that they're gonna throw it back to you. By now you should have somehow realized what you gotta do. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. backbeat, the word is on the street that the fire in your heart is out. I'm sure you've heard it all before, but you never really had it out. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. And all the roads we have to walk are winding, and all the lights that lead us there are blinding. There are many things that I would like to say to you, but I don't know how. Because maybe you're gonna be the one that saves me. And after all, you're my wonderwall. Today was gonna be the day, but they'll never throw it back to you. By now, you should have somehow realized what you're not to do. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. And all the roads that lead you there were winding, and all the lights that light the way are blinding. There are many things that I would like to say to you, but I don't know how. I said maybe you're gonna be the one that saves me. And after all, you're my wonderwall. I said maybe you're gonna be the one that saves me. And after all, you're my wonderwall. I said maybe
That silly little bit of paper is up to £40. How
you're gonna
ridiculous.
be the one that saves
Go on eBay, look for Ian Lee, Joe Somerville, Will Taylor, you'll find it.
You're gonna be the one that saves me.
Suddenly, it's 9:45. Where the hell did that day go? Today's the first day in about 6 months. I ain't got nothing to do. I'm gonna go home, go to bed. I might try another Overeaters Anonymous meeting. I did an Overeaters Anonymous meeting yesterday for the first time. Wonderful stuff. Might go and see my kid play football, might sleep, I just don't know. Hey, if you want to be the last call of the day, you can beat Fiona, who called about 20 minutes ago, 01865 575 106. This is Jack FM.
Ian Lee's Rude Awakening
No.
on Jack FM. If this doesn't wake you up, we can't help you.
I was reminded of this song. We never play it. It was a huge part of my soundtrack because I had a big crush on the lead singer. Shall we have just a little bit of this? Bongo and Mongo.
Embargo.
Embargo. Embargo. Embargo. Embargo. Embargo.
Embargo.
God, how did I forget that song? How did I forget Echo Belly and Great Things? You know what? We're starting the show with that tomorrow. That's woke me up. Literally, as the show is coming to an end, and I've been in a slight funk today, you may or may not have noticed, but literally, as the show hurtles or crawls towards an end, I play Echo Belly, Great Things, and suddenly I'm wide awake. That doze I was planning when I got home ain't happening because of them, which is so tomorrow's show, please remind me, we will start with Spanish Flea with the words, and then we're going to go straight into Echo Belly. My God, I must think there were loads of like small. When were they? Probably about 96. I'm going to say. I've got to Google it now. When did Great Things come out? I'm going to say 97. 97. Great Things by Echo Belly. I'm going to say 97. Let's see. Oh my God! I mean, what a singer! What a singer! Maybe it was 94. Okay. There's got to be a load of bands from around that time that, you know, were popular and were bubbling hot, but never actually had a hit. You never had like a big top 10 hit, but were producing, you know, fairly decent albums, but had one or two great singles. What was the song that reminded me of that? Elastica, Connection. It's a great single. I think that's possibly all they had in them. And I'd have to check. It's a long time since I've listened to Elastica. Those bands, 94, 95, 96, that had one great song that people, you play it and people go, oh yeah, I know this. Or they don't know it, but they go, oh my God, this is so good. How don't I know about this? There you go. That's it. We're done for another day. Thank you, callers. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, everyone who listened, everyone who didn't, everyone who's bidding on that silly little bit of paper. We're up to 40 quid now. We'll talk about it a little bit more tomorrow. Coming up after the news, Madonna, Kula Shaker, One Republic, Placebo. Do stay tuned if you can. I will be back tomorrow at 10. At 7 o'clock. Stay tuned. Joe's up next with the news.
Iain Lee's Rude Awakening.